Okay guys, this is it. This is the big one. The Toyota Himedic in Gran Turismo 7. It was just added, and in my opinion it's one of the coolest cars to be added to the game. This is the type of thing which makes a Gran Turismo game Gran Turismo, because it's quirky and fun and just cool in my opinion. A lot of cool details in this new ambulance in the game, and as you can see the lights are on, and yes, they function while you're playing the game and while you're driving it on track. There's some mirrors here, a few little interesting details. On the side here it actually says Fukuoka, I think like fire and police department, and you'll notice there's actually some Fukuoka stickers on the top there, like a Fukuoka city logo. And Fukuoka is where Kazunori Yamauchi actually moved the Polyphony Digital offices a few years ago after the big earthquake in Japan and the concerns about radiation from the Fukushima nuclear disaster. So here's the interior. As you can see, we have a few gloves, some hand sanitizers. You can look back in the back of the ambulance. Unfortunately, if you try to lean your head out much farther than this, it turns into the green wireframe mode, which is how they show the boundary of your VR area. You can see a sticker there with a lot of details, a light, a microphone so that they can speak to the outside, I presume. Just awesome level of detail, and the textures in here are really great too. You notice some plastic on the seats there. That the reflections on that are just awesome because they, I guess it's for sanitary purposes obviously, but the lighting and the reflections on those textures are just awesome. So let's go for a drive. This is the Himedic in gameplay mode obviously, and take another look around. You can see just the lighting changes in the back of the ambulance there. The plastic gloves, everything are still there. Again, that plastic texture on that just looks so realistic in VR too. I mean, it looks great in the video here, but in VR it's very, very convincing. Notice the reflection on the screen there in the middle of the vehicle. Again, see, there's the green wireframe. Can't really look back there, unfortunately. But yeah, let's go for a drive. This is Tokyo Expressway in the early morning hours. I just love these lighting conditions in Gran Turismo 7. It just looks so natural. I think this game looks its best when you sort of have this diffuse light instead of a direct sunlight with a lot of harsh shadows. Those can sometimes be a little less convincing, but this type of lighting is just, it's a sweet spot. So you'll hear that I'm turning on the siren. So the way it works in the game is you push the horn button, you'll press the horn and you'll hear the horn, but if you double tap it, you will hear the first siren, and then if you hold it in, double tap and hold it in, you'll hear two sirens going in simultaneously. Then if you use the turn signals left or right, there is an announcement over the loudspeaker. A Japanese woman is saying, I think, clear the way for me, emergency vehicle, something like that. Not exactly sure what's being said, but something like that. I'm sure someone from Japan, perhaps familiar with Japanese ambulances, can chime in and clarify that in the comments. It handles surprisingly well. It's very heavy. It's over 6,000 pounds, obviously, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not exactly quick, but it gets the job done. If you were in a race, drafting with people, it'd be plenty of fun. It's tempting to drive between the lines here in this vehicle. Now we have some replay footage for you. Again, I tried to stay between the lines on most of the footage when I was recording this, so of course it's always tempting to hit an apex, but I think it makes some of these shots look a little bit more realistic when you're sticking between the lines. I also use the turn signals when appropriate down through this stretch of track. And that'll do it. That is the Toyota Himedic in Gran Turismo 7. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and be sure to click the like button and hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.